Welcome back. ChannelsTV.com has more information for you. And on YouTube.com/channelsweb, you can watch our videos. You can watch us on your mobile device via your browser, or just download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows devices from their respective stores. That's not all. Besides giving you access to news updates, the Channels TV and Channels 24 app have an eyewitness feature with which you can share pictures, videos, or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu and follow the instructions. Contractors handling major infrastructure projects in Lagos State have given assurances, meeting the December 2018 deadline for completion. The projects include the Penn Cinema flyover in Agege and the Oshodi Murtala International Airport Road being upgraded to a 10-lane road. Governor Akinwumi Ambode received the assurance during a visit to various project sites across the state.
Entertainment industry.
Governor Akinwumi Ambode, who is accompanied by some members of his cabinet, begins his project inspection from the Iyanoworo end of the 3rd mainland bridge, where part of the lagoon is being reclaimed for the development of a transport and entertainment hub. About 30 hectares of land have been reclaimed since the reclamation exercise began in August 2017. And the developer is hoping to reclaim another 20 hectares before putting in place the facilities. Next is the Oshodi Transport Interchange, one of the biggest transport hubs being built in Lagos State. The transport interchange, which will feature the consolidation of all 13 city and interstate parks in Oshodi into 3 multi-story bus terminals, is expected to be ready by September. Not far from the interchange is the reconstruction and expansion of Oshodi Murtala Mohammed International Airport Road. The governor visits to see the extent of work done.
It's in the overall interest of all Lagosians that we should have a standard road that leads to our international airport. And I want to say that they should just bear with us. This will be part of our Christmas gift. This road should be ready before Christmas. And we should be able to use it in conjunction with the Oshodi bus terminal.
Governor Ambode also inspects Ayinke House, a 162-bed facility within the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, Ikeja. The facility will cater for mothers and newborn babies. It will also serve as a major referral for maternal and child care. It is expected to be completed by the month of June. The governor then concludes his official outing at the Penn Cinema Junction in Agege, where connecting roads are being expanded with a flyover. Governor Ambode appeals to the contractor to complete the project by December this year. Other projects inspected by the governor are the 1.1-kilometer Elijah Road in Bariga, being constructed along with a jetty that will link Iyanoworo through the lagoon, and the Lagos State Model College in Yaba.
Let's bring you a story from the Federal Capital Territory, where the House of Representatives is asking President Muhammadu Buhari to suspend the payment of $16.9 million to 2 Nigerian lawyers involved in the recovery of $321 million being part of the Abacha loot. The House says it's aware that the Swiss lawyer Enrico Manfrini has since been paid by the federal government, and the services of the Nigerian lawyers were no longer required as the legal process had been concluded.
In a letter to President Muhammadu Buhari, raising objections to the payment of $16.9 million fees to 2 Nigerian lawyers for the recovery of Abacha loot worth $321 million, the Minister of Finance, Kemi Adeosun, had stated that the recovered money had already been domiciled with the Attorney General of Switzerland, pending the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding with Nigeria to avoid the issue of accountability linked with previous recoveries. Hence, there was no need to hire another lawyer.
Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues.
In a motion moved by Representative Mark Gbila in the House of Representatives, citing initial payment of the Swiss lawyer Enrico Manfrini, the lawmaker agrees with the Minister of Finance.
The House, therefore, resolves to set up an ad hoc committee to investigate the circumstances surrounding the engagement of Nigerian lawyers, namely Oladipo Okweshayi, SAN, and Temitope Adebayo, for a fee of 16.9 million when the actual work had been concluded by Mr. Enrico Monfrini and was paid by the Nigerian government for the recovery of the sum of $321 million.
However, not all the lawmakers in the Green Chamber shared this submission.
Within 2.5 years ago, they have retrieved our money that for the past 16 years has been contracted to a Switzerland lawyer. But the money has been retrieved by Nigerian lawyers. And the offense committed by the Nigerian lawyers is that they are Nigerian lawyers.
Lawmakers question the legality of the executive to appropriate funds without the approval of the National Assembly.
The problem is that it is unknown to the parliament. We are not saying they shouldn't pay lawyers, but appropriation is being done now at the Federal Executive Council. That is the problem, without recourse to parliament.
Another question in contention is the source of payment for the Nigerian lawyers.
Where is the money coming from? Has it been appropriated? Is this money anywhere? Or the executive can just appropriate the money and pay the firm of lawyers?
The lawmakers resolved to set up an ad hoc committee to investigate the matter and revert to the House within 6 weeks. Terry Ikumi, Channels Television News.
Speaking of lawmakers, a federal lawmaker, Senator Eyinaya Abaribe, has expressed concern over comments made by President Buhari recently in London that the herdsmen who've killed many Nigerians were trained and armed by the late former president of Libya, Muammar Gaddafi. However, Senator Abaribe's comments questioning the competency of President Buhari displeased some APC senators, particularly Senate Leader Ahmed Lawani. Senate President Bukola Saraki finally waded into the disagreement, asking Senator Abaribe to be more circumspect in his choice of words in the Senate chamber.
Mr. President, yesterday in London, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria and the President of Nigeria said that these killings were as a result of the people who were trained by the late Muammar Gaddafi. And so, implying that these people who are doing these killings in Nigeria are invaders from outside of Nigeria. And if he says that they are invaders from outside of Nigeria, what it means is that it now validates my last point on this floor. When a commander-in-chief says that he cannot take care of invaders invading Nigeria, why is he still a commander-in-chief? Why do we still continue to indulge? Why do we still continue to indulge this president that everywhere goes along to tell everybody outside this country that he is totally incompetent? Mr. President, I was once there as an opposition senator. There was never a time that we called the president at that time, who was a PDP president, an insult, because this is our institution. And if we don't conduct ourselves with dignity and respect, nobody will respect us.
Watching news across Nigeria, we're going to take a break now. And coming up, workers and organized labor in Enugu State are throwing their support behind the governor for a second term. Please stay with us.